Yeah, this is me.
Thinking of moving? I see you printed out some real estate listings. You two moving in together, we'll put your stuff in storage. If you're looking for a cheap storage place, you've come to the right place. Or the wrong place, depending on how you look at it. See a lot of guys that keep their stuff here, well, they're homeless guys. You don't mind, do you? Well, they keep their stuff here until they can get back on their feet. In the end, they're usually paying up more than the stuff is worth. I help people out. I keep food in the office, find odd jobs for people. Oh man, but my neck is hurting. My pinched nerve. I shouldn't be working today. But I can't take time off because the owner, he don't ever come around. What I don't get is how people get away with not working and collecting all the money. Hey, is that your car out there? It's a pretty nice car. You guys should talk to Leon Kennedy. You see, I connect people. That's what I do. See that? He did that painting of me over there. My favorite story of Leon is one day this guy gives him a piece of wood. He found it on the street and he knew Leon would do something with it. The next day he comes back and Leon's already painted a scene of people on San Pablo with a lamppost, brickway and all. You know, he's got work in the Smithsonian and on Sotheby's. Most artists would give their eye teeth to have something on Sotheby's. Where is he? He should be here by now. Ugh. Michael's moving his stuff today. Michael owned a gallery and sold some of Leon's art. Leon's work is all mixed up with Michael's, and Leon asked me to let him know when Michael was moving out so he can make sure Michael wouldn't take any more of his work. A few weeks ago, Michael asked to move out on a Sunday because he knew Leon would be in church. How did Leon meet Michael? Leon likes to talk about Leon. And Michael, he owned a gallery. You know, Leon said he'd be here by 10. I hope he's okay. I should give him a call. Nah, he's not home. You know, you should go next door and wait for him. Oh, careful not to step on that blanket. That's Joe's.
You looking for Leon? Saw him on the way here. Leon and I used to be business partners. Excuse me. And Leon had a nervous breakdown.
How did you meet Leon?
Through the depot for creative reuse. I know the executive director.
There you are, Leon. Why'd you tell me you were going to be here at 10? It's almost noon. I was worried about you.
Stop by the park on the way to eat my breakfast.
Yeah, well, the next time, don't tell me you're going to be here at 10. You're going to get a message from me when you get home because I called you. I was worried.
Hey, Leon. How's it going? It's good morning, huh? Hey, Leon, come on, man. Talk to me. I thought we were brothers. You know, My folks were asking about you the other day.
Your folk don't know what you done.
Hey, you know I tried to take care of you.
20 years, Mike. 20 years, and I got one check from you last year. One. You said you gotta pay PG&E. You said you gotta pay taxes. Gotta pay for storage. What kind of taxes you paying? You ain't been paying for storage either. You collect money through PayPal. I ain't seen none of it. Hey, what's in the trunk over there?
Don't remember. It's been so long. Probably some supplies in the gallery, you know.
I'm gonna wait till you move it down here. Here's some of my work you've been trying to keep.
Come on, Leon. Come on, man. Look me in the eye. You trust me. No one else knows your art. Listen, Leon. If you were a white man born in Europe, you'd be a knight.
A knife.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
You don't believe me? You know artists can be knighted in Europe, like Paul McCartney. He's Sir Paul McCartney now. That's how good your work is.
Sound like a fairy tale.
I was at a concert in Santa Cruz, percussionist from Scotland. Deaf. Since she was 12. Evelyn Glennie. Both power and nuance. She performed barefoot so she could feel the orchestra play. She's a dame. Dame Evelyn Glennie, Leon. I thought of you when I saw of her.
It's too late, Mike. You can tell all the stories you want. I just want my art back.
Listen, Leon, you won't be a knight in Oakland, but I can find a wall in Oakland for you to do a mural. I'd suggest one of your works that matches the street art. Around here, like the ones you did of the Bald Head Brothers. Remember that one on a blue background? You could paint that on the side of a building, one of those new condo buildings. Brothers.
You here to buy my art? I'll show you some of my work. You see this one? You want to touch it, don't you? Let's move over here where the light's better. Now, you see how I laid on the paint for texture? Girl wearing beads. Tempera and marker on wood. My work is praise. This was already a painting when I found it. This used to be a sun. I changed it to the light of God in the mind. I drew over it. Black marker. My art break all the rules.
Excuse me. Do you mind getting out of my way of my storage space?
Not your storage space. I'm the only one who's been paying the rent here.
You haven't paid a day rent, and the whole time our stuff's been here.
Leon's right. You know, remember Dave's daughter?
She was a beautiful child. Still is a beautiful child. When the child stays in a person, it's beautiful.
Leon did a painting of her, sold it to Dave.
No Dave.
Actually, his wife. Dave's wife saw the painting. She knows who Leon is. She told Dave to pay whatever Leon wanted.
Really?
She a nice woman.
Leon's storage is paid for 4 months. Michael hasn't tried to sell you any of the art, has he? You have to make sure you know who the signature is. He's been known to sell things that are iffy.
He been telling people I had a nervous breakdown. Eyes around. He the only one who say that.
Yeah. don't want to talk about Michael anymore. You don't mind if I smoke?
Yeah.
No?
I do.
No.
What do you call this? Embroidery hoop. Temporary marker. Picking cotton in the South. Black people during slavery. Have you noticed Black History Month is the shortest month of the year? February. 29 days. 28 sometime. You know about the book Black Inventors? It's a good book. You should read it.
When Leon's 4 months runs out, you can use some storage space. Does anyone have a basement?
Calling it a day.
He tried to draw you to his side.
Michael needed that hug.
Mike owns a gallery on Telegraph and sold some of my art. Gallery closed. Move all the art to storage. Then he got a divorce.
I remember that night. It's almost 5, Michael.
I'm staying here tonight.
Jeez, Michael, you're as high as a kite.
Come on, man.
And you're drinking, you're mixing things?
Just one night. Louise ain't letting me back in the house. Come on.
You know the rules. You know I got a job to do.
Come on. What could I possibly do? This is my second home.
You don't want to stay here. The place is packed with stuff wall to wall. One cinder and this whole place is up in flames. You're better off sleeping in your car.
I'm not going to burn the place down. Just need a roof over my head for a night. It's November. It's getting cold.
I don't want to call the police on you again. It's got to be 3 days in a row. Hey.
I'm not the one who smokes around here. If Roy
If Roy hadn't stopped getting that gun, I would have used it on you by now.
What do we have here?
You lied to
What
me.
does it mean today?
You lied to me.
What do we have here? What is this? If it doesn't belong to anyone here. You on drugs?
No, sir.
Your friend here is trying to close up and head home. You giving him a hard time again?
I live here.
We've been through this. The pal says there's an alarm system. There's no way he could have been sleeping here.
Yes, sir.
I pay rent. I'm a tenant. Want to evict me? I'll see you in court.
You're so freaking high. You've forgotten that you're behind on rent. Storage rent, mind you. I bet you don't have any receipts for the last few months.
Do you have receipts to prove you've been paying rent?
I got behind.
You told me all the money from selling my art going towards storage rent.
You got 5 minutes to get out of here.
I just need to go to the bathroom, sir.
Better keep track of him.
Come on, I'm giving you a ride, Leon.
Yeah, well, he wasn't going to the bathroom. He turned right, probably went back inside to get more of whatever he was taking.
The devil's in him.
Look at it this way, Leon. You traded some of your art for storage through Michael.
He got so many excuses. His car got towed. He needed money to get it out of the, what's it called, pound? Then his dog got kidnapped.
He wasn't even living off your art. Hell, he was getting high off your art. You know, did he keep a ledger?
No, I haven't seen any ledger.
Doing business with you and not keeping a ledger, like, that's elder abuse. I know, because I used to take care of my mom.
Gonna talk to a lawyer. I know God on my side.
Well, looks like he's not spending Thanksgiving with us here this year.
Dog got kidnapped. I'm an artist. Don't have a dog. Don't have kids. Self-taught. Never went to art school. Start drawing at 14. Barney from the Flintstones. Everyone say, how you do that? It's easy for me. After high school, I had a teacher. His name was John Biggers. I used to sit in on his classes at Texas Southern University. I wasn't a student there. This is a picture he drew of his mother working. When he saw my work, he said to me, make the hands bigger. Only suggestion he ever made about my work. Black folk, we work with our hands, picking cotton. When John left Houston and took a trip to Wisconsin, probably to do a mural, I knew we had to go our separate ways. I moved out here to Richmond first, then to Oakland. Only had family in two places, Kansas and Oakland. I wasn't gonna move to Kansas. Worked in the cannery in Richmond, then as a security guard in San Francisco. Hardest thing I ever had to do was pay rent when I was 18. Met lots of people. My art was in shows. I was on television. Went back to Houston to visit. My teacher showed my work to the students in his class. He said, two things, power and beauty. He probably went to Wisconsin to do a mural. I painted on bed sheets. King size sheets are the best because they're the largest. I like to do a mural. Murals can be seen by anyone on the street, people from all walks of life.
What would be on the mural?
What would be on the mural?
Michael think I want to paint a mural to be recognized. I already recognized. My work's been shown in Switzerland.
Collection de art brut.
Collection de art brut.
Doing a mural is like telling my story. It's my life. It's using colors, expressing my heart. The work is emotion. I love doing the eyes, faces. I like doing it from all angles just to show the diversity, the depth and the range of seeing, the mind's eye. Faces I'm really good at. I'm good at looking at a person's face. When I'm looking at a picture, I see a person's face. I can close my eyes and see a person's face. I feel the passion and love inside and connect to somebody else's life. What they call it, self-expression. I express my passion, my love for life. God write an image on me, and I start on it, and it grows. I keep working on an image. I keep breathing in and breathing out. It comes alive. It's from my heart. I like doing a mural of people holding hands. We kiss.
Where would the mural be?
Where would the mural be?
They tearing down so many parking garages. Maybe I'll do a mural on one of the new buildings. If you're moving into one of those new buildings and you like my work, tell the building managers to commission a mural on the wall. You got to see this painting I'm working on. I think you'll like it. It's called Reaching for the Stars. It's at home in my apartment. I've been working on it. No, I'll bring it to St. Mary's. You don't know about St. Mary's? They have food, a shelter, a preschool. I have my worker there, Kim. That's how I got my apartment. You thinking of buying my work, it's best you see my friend Susan. She helped me with my sales. Tuesday at 2. I usually have lunch there. Susan will be there. I gotta go see my girlfriend now. Can you help me dial this number? I gotta call Joyce. Her phone broke, and I can't find a new number. I can't call out using this phone, but it don't take calls. I can only take calls on my home phone. She can't reach me unless I'm home. Susan. I have 2 friends here who want to talk to you. They moving to Oakland, and they're thinking of maybe buying my art. They both work in downtown San Francisco. They work with computers, numbers.
Hi. Leon didn't tell me you were coming. I'd love to meet you sometime and show you some more of Leon's art. Gerald is Leon's photographer. We can all meet and look at digital copies of Leon's work.
I gave them my thumb drive already. They right here they here to look at my new work. Gerald hasn't taken pictures of my new work. I have my new work here.
You gave them your thumb drive? You know Gerald can just share a link to your work. Leon, listen, let's make an appointment. Remember we talked about making appointments.
It won't take very long. Reaching for the stars. Frankie was dancing in church, and his dance reminded me of the song, "Praise is the poetry of my hands."
Listen, Leon, my calendar's pretty full today.
Maybe they should commission a portrait. You got kids?
Listen, Leon is a ministering, peaceful example to the community here, an inspiration, really, but there's no room in my schedule to talk today. If I could have your email, we'll put something on the calendar. Thank you.
This is the 3rd day I've seen water in the gutter. I thought somebody was going to take care of it. Everyone's busy. Looks like I need to take care of this one. Here's some bubbles happening in the middle of the payment. Hi. What's going on with the water?
You can talk to the landlord, but he's not gonna fix it. Sorry, but I've got some visitors from town. I gotta go.
I know you're busy. Everyone's busy. I've been there. My children are grown. It's time for me to get involved.
Shane Sullivan's office.
Hi, this is Jeanette Newby James calling from West Oakland. There's been a water leak on my street for 3 days. Who can fix this? I'll vote for you if you vote for you in the election.
We'll evaluate the situation.
Nancy Nadel's office.
Hello, this is Jeanette Newby James calling from West Oakland. There's been a water leak on my street for 3 days. Whoever can fix this, I'll vote for them in the election.
We can't make any promises at the moment, but this is something we might be able to look into.
When I see it fixed, you can have my vote.
Hi, Leon. I have some comments for you here on your artwork.
I like the smiley face. Leon, I love your work. Well, here's a comment from a child. Honesty. Age equals 10. You are very creative and an awesome painter. You also, I like the arrow, represent black people. Why is that crossed up? Oh, and here's another arrow. Recycle. Yeah, I also recycle. Don't know what I'd do without the depot. Used canvases, used brushes, half-used paint, glue.
Listen, Leon, we'd like to extend your exhibition for 2 months.
I guess people really like it.
I love your work too. I wish we could have shown some of your larger pieces in this place, but we're not a museum. We don't have the security. Anyone can come in, and we want anyone to be able to come in, but we need to keep your work secure behind locked cases. It would have been nice to hang some of your tapestries here, though.
I love to do large pieces. I want to do a mural.
Do you have a place in mind?
Anywhere. In Oakland. The library.
We already have a mural, and it wouldn't be my decision to put up another mural. But we get tagged all the time after First Friday. We have to pay to remove graffiti. A mural might alleviate the problem.
It'll have to be a commission.
Of course we'd pay you. Speaking as a friend, Leon, I hope we can be friends, or maybe I can be your helper. There's just so much in your work. Joy, love, imagination, the spirituality.
So much passes through me from God. If you want to get to know my work, come to church with me.
I don't go to church anymore. My father was a minister. Let's talk about your idea for a mural. What would you paint?
Any one of my paintings could be a mural.
But if you were to do a mural at the library, what would you paint?
I did a painting of people flying. I got the idea from a book cover. I wish I could show it to you, but it's in storage. The name of the book was The People Could Fly. I seen that book when I was a kid.
I've seen that book too. That might be a good image for the mural at the library. I can imagine flying people on a mural. Black people flying. Listen, Leon, I don't know if the library would like to do another mural, and I don't know anything about commissioning murals, but I could help you do research. You might want to start with the City Arts Commission.
I called the other day and left a message. Everything take a long time. I had to fill out forms, like taking tests when I was little. In school, I used to fail tests. There's a certain kind of way they phrase something, not based on my culture, based on how the system's set up.
I was never a fan of tests myself.
I was in the same class as my sister, and she 3 years younger than me. I was in special, what you call it?
Yeah, special ed.
I wasn't good with numbers. My stepfather didn't know how to write. Had to draw a cross where he was supposed to sign his name, but he worked.
I can try to help you, but you need an agent. Do you have one?
I used to have a business partner, Michael. He owned a gallery downtown. He was going to sell my work. He has my work in storage. Now I see my work on the internet. He's selling them as prints. I never gave him permission. I'm not seeing any of the money. Every time he comes to the storage with a U-Haul, I have to be there to get my paintings back.
So that's when you get your paintings back?
Yeah, Al's at the storage. He tells me when Michael comes. Al's my best friend. Al helped me out. He says cool a lot. I did a picture of him. Can I have a photo of your kids?
Why?
I'd like to do a picture of them.
Oh, I can't afford any of your paintings. I'm a librarian and my husband works a bike shop. We can't afford to collect art.
We can work something out. You help me with the show.
It can't be easy living in Oakland. Can only imagine what it's like being in your position. Would you like some water? When you were working, we were here for hours before we reminded you to drink water. You gotta take care of yourself, Leon.
Sure. Thanks, Mana. That'll work. Send me a photo of him.
I'll print one out. Mondays are usually the best times to find me at the desk.
What's new?
Hi, Jerome. I've been busy. I bought a lot of pieces you haven't seen before. I've made some new pieces. Michael's moving out of his storage space. My stuff has been all mixed up with his for so long. Now I finally got some pieces back. I had to stand at the storage all day, from 11 to 3 on Saturday, to make sure he wasn't taking my art when he was loading his U-Haul.
Oh, no, you don't. I know what you're thinking, my friend. This is a new umbrella.
Red. It's a good color on a rainy day. I could draw eyes on the umbrella. The whole thing covered with eyes. You sure you don't want eyes on your umbrella? You got a black marker?
Sorry, Leon, I don't. If I see a red umbrella at a thrift shop, I'll get one for you. Did you meet with Kim today?
Yeah, she helped me make some calls. We made an appointment to go buy shoes together.
She buying you shoes?
Yeah, but it's my own money. I got enough this month. You know about the money program, right? I pay $240 in rent a month. It's 28% of my income. The money program takes rent and my phone bill from my account. It's automatic. I got money left over.
Shall we start taking photos of the work you brought?
Yeah, in a minute. I'm waiting for some folks who might buy my art and help me with my mural. Here they are. These are my friends. I met them at my storage. They're moving to Oakland. They like my work. I was going to invite them to my place, but then I thought, why not invite them to St. Mary's so they can meet Susan while Gerald's taking pictures of my work. This is Gerald, my photographer. Tell me your names again.
Oh, hi. Wait, didn't you say something about your mural, Leon? Where's it gonna be?
You know I want to do a mural.
Oh, I thought you landed a commission already. I wish you'd been involved in a mural across the street.
I guess not everyone wants flying people on a mural. I'm not part of the healing connection.
The attitudinal healing connection. Your art influenced the art on the mural, though.
Leon, you're a healer in your own right. Your art reflects the best of humanity, our connection, our love for each other, the closeness of community, everlasting faith in God, the blessing of life, faith.
Thank you, Susan.
I'm glad we were able to make an appointment. I have a full load of clients today. How's your day so far, Leon?
I just came from the library. They're going to extend my show for 2 months. They showed me some comments. People like my art.
You know, that's great news. I saw the comments. I get emails about you. Are they going to be paying you extra?
I don't know. Maybe they'll commission a mural.
Don't they already have a mural at the main library?
Something will work out. Somewhere. Somewhere in Oakland. I have faith.
You've come a long way, Leon.
God is watching. If you really like my work, you should come to church with me. That's where my art comes from.
I wish I could help. I'm glad people are paying attention to your art. Your art inspires others to make art. We should have you do another class here soon. I remember the first class you did here. The class was so alive. You illuminate so many hidden, invisible lives.
My art based on my experiences. Everyone can do art. What's this?
I can see why you're the artist in residence at the depot. This is for a party. Don't take any of these to draw on. Oh, yeah, here's a marker. But we can't spare any plates.
I like the color of the rim on those plates.
If I see them again at the store, I'll bring you some. You're drawing faces? What are we taking photos of today?
I love this one. I showed it one time. This looks like it used to be a shade. What do you think? Did I give this a name?
Did you even sign this? Oh, yeah, here's your signature.
1998. It's all brothers. Some have bald heads. This one is looking this way. Unity. Sometimes scriptures come to me. Sometimes I have ideas. Family, brothers, sisters, children. One God, one faith. It's personal. Brothers. Brothers come together as one. We're one. God is amazing. With God, we are all one. That's the title. Adam and Eve. That's wood. It has all these colors. I really worked on that. This is like a sculpture, a relief. I used a lot of glue. I kept doing it. I had to make sure it wouldn't come off. This is something you see at a folk art museum. Mom would say, don't touch it. You can't pull it. You can't pull the beads out. At the museum library, you can't even touch it. It's in a case. At the Smithsonian, not all the work was in cases, but the sculpture was. Yeah.
I'm perpetually amazed at your unstoppable heart of creation. Such a pure source of love. The touch, the light. We're blessed. I know you give your everything, Leon. You're just a servant, a giver of this love.
I really do. My pastor be preaching about God in you. I know within me. Sometimes I meet people for the first time, maybe people in the hood, and I'm afraid. But they serve God, though, and they feel it. They feel it. Yeah.
I have a meeting with a client. See you soon, Leon.
A homeless person. I may have showed it to Susan. She would put it up here at St. Mary's. She would. This is a good one for the newsletter. Hope and justice. Something like that. Hold on, brother. A great day is coming. Good name?
Yeah, good name.
This is a real person. She would love this. Oakland, not San Francisco. I'm gonna call this Faces Going Round. I like doing 360 degree, the circle. This is the oldest symbol in the world because it just goes on. It's infinite. It's like math. Math is cool. You got 7, you got 14. I'm doing it as a spiritual number. I do 7, 9, 8, 3, and then 1. And it goes on, and it don't stop. The power of the imagination.
Ah, Leon, I love you, man. You're one artist. Man, I love your ideas. I want to say you're the Black Jasper Johns. But I like your work more.
You know, I learned from John Biggers, and John Biggers learned from Charles White.
Yeah. Well, look at these people. These people don't understand. They don't understand what they're looking at. Look here, Leon, man, you're at the Smithsonian. When people get that, well, most people have no idea what they like and what they don't like. All they know is what they've been told to like. So now the Smithsonian has vetted you. And once they know it, they'll pay whatever you want.
I could use some of my money for my work you sold. Haven't given any money to my church for 2 weeks. I want to give them $20 this week.
Leon, gotta pay taxes first, then the gallery rent. Come on, when I come back from Europe, I can get you a people's walls. We'll talk to the library about doing a mural.
I like to do a mural with faces in a circle. What I just did.
Hang on to your art while I'm in Europe. Don't sell any of it. If you hold on to it, the price will go up.
I don't know anything about that business.
Look at this place filling up. We got a good turnout for our first Friday. For our first Friday art walk, even. Leon, have some snacks. I gotta go circulate. Hey, good to see you. Good to see. Hey, welcome. I remember you guys. Hey, you like your article in the Chronicle that you wrote? Very nice. Good work. Why don't you come over here to my house for Thanksgiving? I'll show you some of Leon's new pieces. You'll be the first to see them. Leon will be there too.
Good to see you at my church. This is my church family. So many people interested in my work. If they all came to my church, this place would be full. You're the first to come here. Come and take a look at our marble. We had a workman do this for us. And the stained glass. This is what my work is about. My work is praise.
How did you find your church?
How did you find your church?
The food program. They used to serve lunch here once a week. Now they hand out lunch boxes. On Saturdays, I think. Across the street. You should hear my pastor preach. Kevin Barnes. He get very personal. He talk about his childhood, about opening the box where the food is supposed to be and the box is empty. I didn't grow up like that. Here you come.
Anybody ever find themselves stuck? Sometimes God will allow you to get stuck. I want to share with you that it's a lesson that we will learn out of being stuck. Somebody just shout hallelujah if you don't mind. Hallelujah. Come on, you didn't say it loud enough. Somebody shout hallelujah. Hallelujah. Struggling is not a bad thing. Let me tell you something. I said struggling is not a bad thing. Yes. There was a story told about this man, and he saw this cocoon, and as he saw this cocoon, he went and he looked in it, and he looked in the hole of the cocoon, and as he looked in the hole, he took some scissors and he cut the hole, and he cut the scissors. As he used the scissors, he allowed the butterfly to get out. But the problem with the butterfly is that the butterfly was swollen, and the butterfly jumped out and tried to fly, but the butterfly couldn't fly. And the reason why the butterfly couldn't fly is because they had took him out of the cocoon too early. You see, you must understand, struggling is a part of his developmental process. Yes, and that's what I want to share with somebody right now. If you're struggling right now, it's a part of your developmental process. Somebody just shout hallelujah if you don't mind. Hallelujah. Come on, let's shout hallelujah. We're in church. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I want to work with kids here at the church. I talked to the pastor about it, but he sent me to someone else. I'd like you to talk to my pastor about it. Maybe the kids can put their handprints on my mural. I've done something like that with the kids.
Have you found a place to do a mural?
Have you found a place to do a mural?
No, I don't know yet. I don't know where the mural's going to be, but I know it's going to be about love. It comes back to love, family, community, struggle, faith. I'm not the one doing this. I got 50-something years of making art and counting. Over 3,000 works, over 4,000 works. God is the one who created my mind with ideas, right side, left side. Ideas coming through me from God. I'm like a doorway. There's no stopping to my thoughts.
Leon, how you doing, man? How you doing?
You spoke to me, Pastor. Your sermon.
What are you struggling about? What are you struggling for?
My business partner, Mike. I thought he the devil. You know him. He come here before.
Yeah, I seen him. Yeah.
He do business with me for 20 years, sold my art and paid me only once.
How much do you owe you, man? How much?
Over $10,000. I got lawyers, California Lawyers for the Arts. Their office in Berkeley.
Wow. Always remember, Leon, vengeance is mine, and the Lord will repay.
God know him. God know me.
How many paintings you do this week, Leon?
6 or so.
How many paintings do you think your business partner did?
He hasn't painted in a long time.
You see, Leon, you're the gifted one, man.
Pastor, I want to show you something I wrote just now.
I've been blessed by God. Leon, you are blessed, man. You are blessed. What's this under here? 75 plus 80, 155?
Numbers. I was trying to figure something out earlier. I got a lot more than that. A lot more blessings.
Hey, Leon, check this out. You're rich in blessings.
Yes,
You really
Pastor.
are. Your cup runneth over. And God said you have to pour it to somebody else, man. Not just you.
Yes, Pastor. Even Mike's.
Leon, I've been thinking about you. I don't quite have a commission for you yet. I didn't think that you were expecting that after a few days, but I did print out an opportunity at the state's website.
Artist, call, detail. I'm going to have to take this home and read it. Maybe Susan will read it. She'll be here in a bit.
I also thought perhaps you could come and speak at the library. We'd offer you an honorarium. I'm also going to introduce you to my colleague, Anthony, who works at the 81st Avenue branch. After your exhibition closes here, he might be interested in you doing an exhibition over there. I hope you can hang some of your larger pieces there, up high.
Thank you, Mata. I have the picture of your kids. I've been working on it. It's pretty much done, but I left it at home.
Oh, whenever you're ready. I just wish I could do more to help you with your mural. Your work, your vision is so grand, and rightly so. Your work should be seen by more people. What I have to offer, it's so small.
People are interested in my work all over the world. What I have shown I shown you the circular saw I painted on? What did I write on it? God can open all doors.
With a circular saw, sure. When I was installing your work and we put some lines from the scriptures on the walls, I was nervous. We usually don't endorse religious views at the library. I was afraid someone would come up to me and ask me about them, and I'd have to explain. Your art is the focus of the exhibition, and the quotations are in support of your art. But I haven't had to explain to anyone yet. The way I see it, you approach humanity through religion.
Susan. She's a friend from St. Mary's Center. I asked her to meet me here because I'd like the two of you to meet. I know Manna might help me with something I'd like to ask Susan to help me with.
Leon's been telling me about all the work you've been doing for him at the library. Let's see. Lava May, City of Oakland, and Caltrans invites artists to submit qualifications and ideas for a mural on a wall to be constructed at the Tough Shed encampment at 27th Street and Martin Luther King Jr. Way. The mural will be about the condition of homelessness.
Flying people could be part of a mural there.
What else would you put on the mural?
Folks at St. Mary's. You know the row of 4 chairs in the dining hall and the paper sign, "Not a comfortable bed"? That should be in the mural. And people in the parks along San Pablo. People who line up to get lunch at the parking lot across from my church. And Nelson Mandela, George Washington Carver. Roy, tell me you back. So happy to see you. How you feeling?
Not enough painkillers. Damn opioid crisis. I only get a fraction of the painkillers they gave me when I was in the hospital. Hell, I can't even buy my own drugs because they're going to test my blood.
You coming back to work?
Nah, not to work. Just to get my things. This might be my last day here. If I'm lucky, I'll get disability. I worked so many years with this arthritis in my spine. The insurance company has a tough time believing I can't work anymore.
God bless you, Al. God watching over you. Where you gonna be?
At my sister's. Can't find my birth certificate.
Dave, move everything around. Move the plaques, photos, my portrait of you, the free food.
Yeah, well, Dave might sell this place, you know.
I'm gonna miss everyone. You, Roy.
Yeah. Roy's a good fella. He helped you move out your stuff. He helped Michael move his stuff. He didn't charge either one of you guys a dime.
Can you dial this number for me?
Who you calling?
888-775-8995. You need to dial one first. California lawyer for the arts.
Oh, okay. You still thinking of taking Michael to court?
No, just asking out of habit. I've been trying to reach him for so long, trying to figure out this new phone. I talked to my pastor on Sunday. Don't feel so angry anymore.
Well, you're not the only one who's lost a friend here. I had to call the cops on him. Remember the time somebody dented my car and drove off, hit and run? Michael got in his car and chased after him. He did that for me. It was dangerous.
He not the devil. No.
He needs to tell the truth, though. Maybe there'll be reconciliation then.
Mike today is not Mike tomorrow. Maybe he changed.
Yeah, I'll be out in a couple weeks.
Well, I won't be here. You'll be dealing with Dave. He's been patient. He'll cut you some slack.
Hey, Leon.
He cut Leon some slack too, you know. This has got to be the only business in town giving credit and writing it off.
Leon. Peace, man.
Hey, girlie.
What are you up to, Mom?
I'm looking at an application from artists for a mural. I was supposed to choose a few for the final round 2 weeks ago, but I can't bring myself to make a decision.
What's wrong?
I was hoping to get something like the Dragon School in Chinatown. You know, the huge mural of a dragon near the Kung Fu school. I like the way it looks, like a dragon you see in a cartoon. I got a couple of graffiti style applications, which I'm going to move on to the next round. But there is an application I'm not sure about. There's so much material, I don't even know what to make of it. Picking cotton in the South. There's another one that's a mountain of faces. Interesting for sure, but I'm not sure if any of these would show up well on a mural.
What other applications have you been getting?
That's just it, not too many. Maybe I'll give this one a chance.
Thanks for coming to cheer me on. Have you found a place to live yet? Congratulations. Welcome to Oakland.
It's me,
Hi.
all right.
I painted a picture of you. Was it near my storage?
That's how I remembered it. I was holding a broom, sweeping my street. Did you know I started a letter writing campaign on my street to get my neighbors to sweep the street too? I wrote them letters. There's this preschool on our street, and the kids were walking past trash every day. I wanted to set an example for the kids to take care of their neighborhood.
What are you doing here?
I'm working. I have a day job in customer service in San Francisco, and sometimes I work as a consultant for the City Arts Commission. What are you doing here?
Presenting my idea for a mural.
Looks like there might be a conflict of interest here. I probably shouldn't be talking to you.
You?
You look like I suddenly jumped out of your painting and started talking to you outside of the panel.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
You on the panel? Are you an artist? What do you paint?
People on the street, all sorts of people, all ages, all ethnic groups. Though all is a tricky word these days. All sure looks different now than when I first moved here. Egrets, flowers, the lake, Oakland.
Oakland.
We sometimes forget this town is named after a kind of oak forest.
Huh. I never thought about that. Maybe I could put an oak tree in the mural. Maybe an oak forest. Maybe a forest of different trees, like the people of Oakland.
Different people for sure. Can you imagine Oakland used to be full of oak trees? Not anymore.
The city's changed.
Listen, Leon, I gotta go. I need to run to the restroom. I'll see you inside.
Thanks for coming here today, Susan. You busy, I know.
Yeah, you're welcome. You really need an agent, someone scrupulous, but I'm glad I was able to come today. How are you feeling about this?
It'll really help to have you here when I talk to the panel. The woman I was talking to just now, I know her. I painted her on the street next to my storage. She one of the panelists.
I wondered who you were talking to. You looked like you were in church.
Funny you should say that. I was listening. Her thoughts became my thoughts.
What's your vision for the mural now?
Folks at St. Mary's, the sign on a row of chairs saying, "This is not a comfortable bed." People in parks along San Pablo, homeless people. There's gonna be trees, all sorts of birds, herons, flamingos, giraffes. Giraffes are not birds, but you know I love the zoo. Sparrows too, bikes, people flying. George Washington Carver flying on a bike.